Merry meet and welcome to Lux Dragon Queen Magic. My name is Taylor and welcome to your week ahead reading. Go ahead and pick one of the piles below to take a look into your weekly reading and what you can expect within the next 7 days. And I'll see you at the timestamps below. Thanks. See you soon. All right, pile one, let's go ahead and get started with your week ahead. So to start us off, we do have the Ten of Wands coming out. So I'm saying that overall your external situation is really having you overwhelmed, overburdened. You're being asked to do a lot and you're saying yes to a lot. And you're really seeing that it's within, like you yourself are really saying that it's within your power, within your control. And so you're just agreeing to take everything on, even though what Spirit is coming through to say is that this actually is overburdening. You are, in fact, feeling overwhelmed. And if you're not careful, something will drop. So just make sure to redetermine exactly what is important to you and make sure to maintain your focus on those things. And anything that you can delegate, be sure to go ahead and accomplish. Sometimes you can, it might surprise you what you can go ahead and trust someone else to help you accomplish. With that, let's go ahead and take a look at your internal world. So we have the Knight of Wands, not very shocking. So we are seeing again that you are just wanting to be this creative bundle, energy, passion, and that you really are wanting to be the vehicle that moves everything forward. So I'm hearing that probably a lot of people look up to you, probably have talked to you about their goals and wishes, and maybe you yourself are like you have a business, and you have, or just dependents in general, but there's people relying on you who are looking up to you. I'm seeing you might have like a community that looks up to you and who's looking to you to represent and fix a lot of things. So this is Spirit coming in saying that yes, you are this Knight of Wands that is moving forward for this passion, and you are this burst of creativity and champion of the people. But just do keep in mind that it is still possible for you to become overwhelmed, even though you are this very capable person. And again, remember to delegate. So there are people who are looking up to you. So those are the same people who I'm hearing it. So when people look up to you, there's a lot of times that you decide like it's on me to support that person, but sometimes the real support that person needs is the encouragement to do it themselves. So keep that in mind for whatever you're working to accomplish this week. Maybe if it's something that you're like, actually, you know what, you can do this, I believe in you, and giving that support back to them will in turn help release this Ten of Wands energy that you're stuck in. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at some empowerment cards and what encouragement you're getting. So we have integrity. Drop the things that offend your soul. Embrace your truth. It's your life. Let no one live it for you. Okay, so this is really coming forward. So I'm hearing that all these extra people who are relying on you and asking you to complete these things, they really do get, they aren't necessarily things that align with your purpose and what you want to accomplish, even though when you look at it, you're like, well, I want to help those that I love and care for. Of course you do. That's not what we're saying that you don't want to. It's just that it's saying give them back the energy and control in their lives to accomplish their own goals so that you can move back into what you're meant to embrace for yourself. And so that is going back again to making sure that everything, like, maintain your focus on what's important to you. And I'm hearing that the word integrity is going to be very important for you this week, and that's really going to mean something. So where is your integrity? That might be a writing prompt that you might want to explore, or just shadow work during this week around just integrity, what that means to you within your family, within your workplace, in your community. And I'm hearing there might be like a movie or something that you've watched or seen recently, or a book, like there's some kind of like leader that you've seen recently and how they lead, and you either looked to them and you said, wow, they really lead with integrity, or you said they have no integrity. So this is a call to just maybe review your own integrity within that frame of mind. Okay, so a very big week, definitely a leadership pile here, a champion pile at that. So you may not feel like you were a leader. You may feel like there's just certain people who like ask you to help them out and do certain things. But this is really like, I get like folk hero kind of vibes. Like it may just be like a small group of people, but no matter what, you are still someone to them. So with that, let's go ahead and take a look at what your divine invitation is. And we have look forward. So yeah, a couple things with this. So this is again a call to drop everything that does not serve you anymore and to really hone in on what does and move forward into the future with that. So kind of too, we're seeing the fact that you did have two wands come out. So the 10 of wands into the knight of wands. We're seeing that this is a forward movement. So with this 10 of wands, you are meant to drop what no longer is serving you, what offends your soul, and move forward into becoming more of this Knight of Wands, this creative energy. So what are your plans? What is the thing that you want to accomplish? This is really speaking out to me that you are this week, you're going to be able to refocus on your goal and make, I'm hearing do a vision board. Yeah, definitely complete a vision board this week. To really help just visualize your goals. I'm hearing if you aren't writing down, like if you don't have like a vision board to visualize, like write down like 1, 2, 3 steps, like literally like as odd as that sounds, there may be like 10,000 steps, but just write like the 3 steps that come to your mind when it comes to accomplishing your goal, and you'll be amazed at what happens and how that becomes accomplished. Okay. And so with that, we do have this for our weekly readings now. It's our acts of kindness, so this is just merely a suggestion. And for you, we only have one. We have go for a nature walk and pick up any litter you come across. So this is a way, one, to just give back and give thanks to the earth for, one, letting us just, live and for most of humanity abuse her. And so this is a way to treat her back, give her back some loving, caring, and give our energy back into what a lot of times when we're taking a lot of the energy from spirit. So this is, again, since I'm hearing that you are overwhelmed, it is so important to actually find time to do this, because nature walk can take like who knows how long. So this is like asking spirit for you to dedicate. You can spend this time thinking about integrity, about refocusing your goals, but this is really spirit coming through and saying, be kind to yourself first, and then through that kindness to yourself, you'll be kinder to those around you. Okay. All right, so pile one, thank you for being here. Please like and subscribe if this resonated with you. Don't forget to comment below any parts that really stood out to you. Definitely feel free to share your plans or any struggles that you're currently going against, and get this community behind you. With that, I appreciate you being here and best of luck this week. Bless me. All right, pile two, let's go ahead and get started with your week ahead. Okay, to start us off, we have in the external the Six of Swords coming out. So I'm seeing that lately you've been dealing with a lot of gossip, some conflicting ideas around, just a really lot of mental energy being spent uselessly, to where you've felt a little bit overwhelmed and kind of wanted to get away from things. And this is Spirit saying that this week you are going to start seeing that energy not only move away from you, but you move away from it. So I'm hearing it's dual purpose. So some of this is coming through stating that you will physically be moving away from the external forces that are making you feel so tired. I'm hearing it's most likely people. So whoever those literal people are, you probably will not be spending any time with them this week. And I see that through that, you're going to be finding some clarity in regards to relationships and how you handle your boundaries. I'm seeing that there's going to be a lot of faith building within yourself. And if you yourself have faith in spirit, you're going to be seeing that growth as well. But if you don't, you will see faith within yourself and start trusting your intuition and how you see things a lot more solidly coming this week. So let's go ahead and take a look further what's happening internally with you. Oh wow, okay, so we have the 10 of Pentacles coming up. So this is so interesting, especially with the fact that you are using this week to move away from people who no longer really like connect with your situation and like cause you to have rough waters. And so now you're really coming into what you know are your true foundations, your true friendships, your true family. And this is really what you're seeing internally. So you may not see this externally, these people around you, because you're really, if anything, I would say you're probably going to be more alone this week. But it's because of that you're going to really discover exactly who is important to you, who you want to reach out to, who you want to reconnect with, and who you want to be a part of your like traditions and foundations. Yeah, I just heard there might be like a tradition that you like a family tradition that you really like connect to, but maybe your family is the one that you're needing to disconnect from. And so I'm seeing that you're going to be able to have this tradition within a new family. So it may be that, like, say once every week you used to go out for brunch and a movie with your family, and like now that's no longer something that you can reasonably do. Well, you're finding that you're able to go over to a friend's house and multiple of you get together and have brunch and watch a movie there, and you're able to find that like little bit of connection and resonance. I'm also seeing that might be confirmation for you, so if you're not actively planning it, you may see this event coming up and you can be like, wow, that really reminds me of my family. And this is kind of confirmation coming in from spirit as well, that that's your home and where you belong. So very good. Again, this is internally. This 10 of Pentacles, I just can't stress that enough, because I just really get that there's probably like some loneliness that this group really suffers from, but your external, you are ultimately within this week in a more alone space, because you are more internally thinking about where your family is, who your family is, and why your family is. My last one may sound weird, but it's really just ultimately like, why have you chosen these people to be a part of your family, or how can these people be your family? Okay. So with that, let's take a look at your encouragement for this week. Okay. So we have adversity. See the gifts in challenge. One can be taught within the calm, but the greatest lessons are learned from the storms. So this really is just kind of echoing what we just discussed, is that your external is you moving away so that you internally can learn more about who is important to you and where you belong. And so with that being said, this really is telling me that this week, okay, this came up for pile 1 too. So adversity is also going to be a very important word for you. So definitely spend some time just thinking about what that means, how you are, what you've kind of experienced within life, and what you would consider a challenge. And maybe in this most recent connection that you've moved away from, and like, why was it challenging is what I'm hearing. So think about like, why were these conversations so difficult and draining? And I also encourage you to see your side, not your side, like your encourage you to see both sides of it. So like, what could you have said to have made things seem slightly better, and like was it really called for the way they commented? I don't want it to turn into like a blaming situation, like they shouldn't have said this or that, or man, I really was so harsh in this moment. I want it to just be more like no judgments, like, we don't speak that kindly to each other, and there's a problem with that. Why aren't we kind to each other? And kind of just wondering more on that deeper level versus then like what was said. Okay, so now let's take a look into your divine invitation, and we have shine your light. So shine your light, ironically, actually is a lot about shadow work as well. So it's literally echoing this adversity card, and so it is coming in stating like you have gone through this darkness in order to be able to define the light within you. So again, it is this is a very internal week where you're defining exactly what your light is and where it necessarily can be found. So yeah, your divine invitation this week is to explore yourself and where your light is. I've said this before, so this is coming up again, but something that I've heard from Positive Seed, go check out their channel if you haven't already, is anyone who makes you doubt yourself, you need stronger boundaries with. And so that's really kind of coming up here for this week with them. So if you feel really dark, if you feel like you're playing the villain in the story, then maybe you're not meant to be part of that story, because you are a hero in every version. So even yeah, take that how it will. Point is, you have gone through this very tough relationship that is no longer serving you, and it is maybe time to break away from that connection, because it is dimming who you truly are and what you're truly meant to do. But there is a lesson within it all. And yeah, I'm really hearing just be kind to yourself, be gentle, because you're really going through it and you're just coming to these realizations. So that's why you're really getting to spend this time alone, is so that you don't have to define anything to anyone else. It's really just you defining yourself internally, and then as you work through that, you'll become stronger in your boundary of yourself and understanding your own light and purpose, that you will be able to express it to others without feeling yourself bend. Okay, so with that, we have our weekly acts of kindness. So we had a couple come out for you. These are just suggestions, not commands. So we have first, try gardening in some way. So I'm really seeing Spirit is just suggesting some ways to get into a meditative state. And since we do have Ten of Pentacles coming up with the ground, we can see that if you do work with gardening and planting seeds, I'm hearing typically, you will find a sense of peace and clarity. You may not have an idea that comes to you, but you will just feel better, is what I'm getting from that. And then we do have another one that came out, and so we have a movie or game night and connect with your inner child again. What did I say about your traditions? So think about something when you were a kid that you probably really enjoyed with your family, and see if there's a way that you can recreate that, enjoy it on your with yourself. I mean, my family used to do this as you will, because this is actually not health recommended. But I was gonna say my family used to eat like raw cookie dough all the time and watch movies. Again, take that as you will. It's not health recommended. I am not a nutritionist of any kind. But the point is, just find something from your childhood and have fun again. And then kudos if you are able to garden in addition to that, and it's something that maybe you used to do as when you were a kid. Is something I remember was we went to this farm and we planted flowers in old shoes, and we decorated the old shoes and then planted flowers in them. I don't know, it was fun, and we did that when I was a kid. So maybe there's some similar memory around gardening that you have. With that pile too, sorry, definitely rambled on a little bit there, but I just hope you really take time for yourself this week and just know that you are a bright light and that you are an absolute joy to be around, even if other people make you not feel that way. Just know that you absolutely are. With that being said, thank you for being here. Please like and subscribe if this resonated with you. Don't forget to comment anything below. Feel free to gain support from the community that we are growing. And blessed be, pile 2. Bye. All right, pile 3, welcome, and let's go ahead and get started with your week ahead. So first, for your external, we do have the Queen of Pentacles reversed coming out. So right away, what's coming out to me is that you've probably been splurging, overspending a lot. You've really been feeling like not comfortable, and so you've been trying to seek and find that in material ways. I'm also seeing that you've probably been very stubborn in certain ideas and not wanting to move from your comfort. So you're not wanting to step out of your comfort zone while in fact you do not feel comfortable enough that you are overspending and reaching out in material ways to find comfort. So let's go ahead. We actually had 2 external cards popping out. All right, we also have the Queen of Cups reversed. All right, so first off, I would just like to say, you're obviously a queen, right? Let's just get that positivity out there. Very positive, very powerful queen, connected to the divine feminine and the water and earth elements, especially. So, it's just really coming out that you are not feeling within your element. You're not feeling comfortable in any shape or form. I'm feeling you're probably fighting within your connections, like any family connection, especially you're fighting with. Your friends are probably finding it hard to connect with you. I'm so sorry. This is coming out a little bit negative. This is just your external world, kind of like what's coming up. And I'm just feeling like you probably feel wronged by the world right now. And so it's almost like a rage. Like the Red Queen is kind of like the energy I'm getting, is like the world has wronged you. So you're like, where's my comfort? Where's my justice? Kind of energy coming out. So let's see what your internal energy is. We have the Magician. Yep, you're super powerful. You are, so internally, oh, I'm sorry. You're manifesting your external a little bit. So there's some negative thoughts that are kind of persisting and coming through. So I'm hearing that you're struggling with where you are in life and where you want to be. And so that's why we have the Magician coming out for your internal, because it's really a, a call to the fact that you are the manifester, the creator of your own life, and that you are the one in control of what direction you move in. And so we're seeing externally, since you're not really sure about what direction that is, we're seeing that you are just trying to find any comfort in any direction. And they're coming out in these very powerful cards and these high emotional cards, because you are just this powerful manifester. So I'm really hearing, so definitely make sure to work on any like removal of negative energy, some space clearing, get out within nature, definitely spend time near earth and water. That's going to support you. If you can combine those two, that'd be even better. Let's go ahead. So because I'm really seeing like this is kind of like your week is just like dealing and being within these emotions, but you're in so much control of it that I just want to move into the next part of getting you some encouragement and kind of seeing what you can do to alleviate this energy. Oh, I've rarely seen this card. So we have creation. Remember your thoughts, share your future. Your words create today. Your choices become your reality. You are the Magician, right? You are an ultimate manifester. And so this is saying, I mean, it's literally saying to create, but it is asking you to express this energy, express your feelings, what you're thinking, doing in a form of creation. So if you yourself are not creative, I'm hearing that there's an opportunity this week that will reveal itself as a way to express yourself. So it'll be different for many people. It'll be something that you haven't really. It'll be something that you've kind of like first like some people would be like, oh, this has crossed my mind once or twice. It's not going to be anything you've ever actually tried though, and then for others, it's going to be something you've never even heard of. But another thing that's very important is the remember your thoughts, share your future. So not only it's not just like talking about the fact that like yes, the way that you think is the way that you're manifesting your future. This is also stating like you had a plan. What is your plan? Why what happened that threw you off course? This is the moment that you can take and take control of your life again. So I just heard like you can become the magician with the willpower and turn into the chariot with the drive. So yes, I'm hearing you're missing motivation. So yeah, through creation, you'll find your motivation again. Okay. And then we have a divine invitation as well. We have forgive and forget. So yeah, who hurt you? Where's your justice? Sorry. You are asking where is your justice? Something has happened to where you got so frustrated and so mad that you essentially quit. I'm hearing that this is more than just like your job, like you're not calling in sick. Like this could very well be like those moments. This is more in TV shows. I don't think real life moms do this often enough. I say that more broadly because I think they should do it more. Point is when a mom is like, you know what? No, I'm not being appreciated enough at all. I'm just gonna stay in bed. Good luck. Or like bad moms. That's a perfect example. When Mila Kunis wakes up and she's like, good luck making breakfast. Bye. And she just heats up like leftover nachos. Like that is kind of the energy I'm getting from you this week, is that you're like, nope, something has happened and I am not okay. And I am showing that I am not okay because it seems that no one else seems, because I feel it internally, and so I need people to see it externally. And so that is ultimately what you're seeing this week. And so your divine invitation is to forgive and forget. Forgiving and forgetting is so complex. I definitely would encourage you to, if you're struggling with this, struggling like where forgiveness comes in, or like why to forgive, or the forgetting part of it, I would encourage you to actually go ahead, look it up online, and I guarantee you that Spirit will direct you to the right resource for you. Because there's so many just like videos and educational information on just YouTube alone that has like seminars. And then there's articles if you want to go through Google Scholar. There's so much information and so many different ways that people have developed this mentality that you will find what is meant for you that way. So I apologize that I can't give you the most direct answer in this way, but in this moment, you're just meant to look further into it and say, how can I forgive more? How can, because you're so in control of this element. So also, this, I mean, this might be fun for you. I'm hearing that as long as you are this unforgiving mode, not only are you carrying it within yourself, but you are essentially torturing this other person's energy. So whoever you are not forgiving, it's coming through you 3 times first. So you are getting it so much worse than they ever will, but they are hurting as well, is what I'm hearing. So again, very imperative just to forgive and forget. That is where your justice is. If you are asking where is it, it's the fact that you do control, you do have the power to hurt them. Yep. With that, let's go ahead and take a look into our weekly acts of kindness. This is just a suggestion. You do not have to, not a command, but it is meant to encourage your movement this week. Okay, so we have attend a group meeting within your community. Okay, so this is twofold. So some of you, you might be a leader and maybe you felt betrayed in some way, whether it's been by your community, by the people, by someone close in your community. And so this is spirit coming through and asking you to still move forward in your community and be that active participant. The other thing I'm hearing is that your forgive and forget lesson might be found through this group meeting. Like there might be a comment that kind of just sinks in, or you might meet someone that has a lesson for you. So twofold, honestly, you might get both, but ultimately this is going to be really good for you to move forward away from this energy. Okay. All right. So pile 3, thank you for being here. I wish you the best of luck. Please remember that you are the ultimate manifester in this scenario, and that you are in control of your thoughts and your reality, as well as others, it seems. And if any of this resonated with you, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to comment below anything that really stood out to you, or gain support from the community. Let us know what you're creating. Or share your forgive and forget resource. Who knows? Maybe that is where we're supposed to find, maybe that is going to support some other people here. With that being said, I'm done rambling. Thank you again for being here, and blessed be.